Thank you, everybody, for your patience, and welcome to Zelda Speed Runs. We have for you from the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando Tournament 2026, a Swiss round 4 matchup, Sigil versus Tabby Orange. On tracking today is RG365, and I'll pass it over to our commentator team of Elendar and Sonirath. Take it away, you two.
Eleanor, we do it again.
We're here again after some technical issues and a last-minute commentator change. We are ready to go with what should be yet another great race. These Max Rando races have all been great.
Oh, no kidding there. I mean, we've had some absolute just bangers of races. We've had some that have taken quite a while, and with it being Max Rando, who knows what we're going to see tonight.
I do because I cheated and looked at what the starting stuff is going to be. It's okay because all of you are going to see it in just a second here. It's a baby seed for babies. 8 hearts, 5 lives.
8 hearts, 5 lives, 5 Jimmer with Fairy Reflect and Spell right out the gate.
So this is definitely going to be a routing battle more than an execution battle, as both runners immediately find a Bagu.
I don't know. There's gonna be some execution to be had in this race, but we'll have to just wait and see where it actually goes.
Patrick with a good catch. The very unusual, very castable at Magic Wand, even with only 3 containers.
Yeah, it's not something you see very often, that's for sure.
And $20. That is a low P bag.
Well, we saw a 50 and a 10 from the Garia and the Orange Dyra that Sigil took down, and unfortunately, this is not going to be great. And was that go west to find the glove?
It was.
Okay, this seed's free.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to put 5 gems down. Like I said, routing is still going to be highly relevant. Karak disappears with the down stab. That could be big. It got Reflect, so I suspect P4 is going to be one of the palaces they do.
Most definitely. And there's the jump spell coming in from Downstab guy. And we saw that Karak disappears with the downstab. So P4 definitely looking like a place to go.
Oh, yeah. Both runners coming through now. Nobody has the medicine. I didn't catch what the item was, but
A small key.
Okay, so Naburu has 1 junk item. We don't know yet whether that's the water item or not, so hard to say.
I didn't know this was Naburu. I thought it was Mito. You give me an opportunity to mess with you, you know I'm going to take it.
Oh yeah, especially because I'm so bad with town. I've been doing a ton of work behind the scenes on reworking how towns work, and so everything is fluttering around in my head as far as different things we can do.
Yeah, that's an update that's going to be wild to see, as we do see Tabby here in Rudo, though I didn't see what the item is. We'll find out, though, as both the runners do have the trophy, courtesy of 1 Bagu.
Yeah, the update is solidly half done, but gonna do the other half. Hopefully, we're gonna see some fun stuff done with towns.
No kidding there. Like continent swapping and a few other things, such as custom towns, I've heard.
Yeah, custom towns probably not immediately, but the work that's being done will allow for custom towns eventually.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the east, and it's a chaos mess.
Chaos River Canyon by the looks of it.
Boss shuffle, unfortunately, is probably not ever going to happen. There are substantial technical limitations with the NES when it comes to messing around with bosses. Alright,
yeah.
Sigil finds the east, leaves the east. More interesting clearing out this west first.
I mean, especially when you know that the glove is here on the west.
Yeah.
I am all for clearing this out, and we're going to see attack 2 picked up, as Tabby did get the glove coming in from the Medicine Cave. GP!
Yep, we're not going to be having any Blitz GPs this time, though. Good to know that you found it. But, okay, here's something else. Is that DM or also East?
That looked like DM.
Yeah, hard to say for sure, but...
Exactly, Dog Do. Missing silvers. Oh, we do see a grass tile. I believe that was a Link doll. There's the disappointing 20 bag for Sigil.
Yeah, I think the 100 can roll down to 20, so can't say for sure that's the small bag, but...
Well, let's see. What's 4 steps down from the 200? That's 30, isn't it?
Well, the 200 is the large bag. The medium bag is 100, and the small bag is 50 vanilla.
Yeah.
So, yeah, each one can plus minus 4. So the 100, I think at minus 4 goes down to... Because it'd be like 70, 50... I don't remember the levels. They're on a table somewhere.
70, 50, 30, 20, I believe?
Yeah, so the medium can roll down to 20. So here's a P2 for Tabby. Might as well.
I mean, you're here.
You can only skip one palace, and if you're going to skip one palace, it's got to be 5 or 6.
I mean, honestly, P5 probably is the better option to skip, since that tends to be the largest palace.
Yeah, and especially because if you find a 3 or 6, you don't necessarily know it's 6, and once you've gone in there, you're like, well, I might as well clear it. 5, you can tell right from the start, hey, this is bad. I'm not doing this.
Exactly. We're going to see a use of fairy here from Sigil to make it through the rest of this cave, and that's a womp.
I mean, we haven't seen Saria yet. It's a mountainous. That could be important. Never mind, they've got fairy spell. It is not important.
Hence why it's a womp.
It's okay. Sigil did pick it up, so the seed is valid.
I was about to say. Well, speaking of, fairy, here's Fairy Cave. Oh my goodness, that is a loaded red Dyra. 500 points? Oh.
Now you gotta go hunt down some red Dyras.
Hey look, Saria. We knew, or the game knew we were talking about it.
It doesn't look like it goes somewhere useful. This may or may not be bypassable, but... So, Water's going to get us a magic container today. Sigil going to use the letter because he does not have enough magic for fairy.
Yeah. And Tabby's already found Helmet Head here in 2. No items in the palace. So, should be a relatively quick clear for Tabby here as he's getting some beautiful hits on Helmet Head.
Yeah, even at life 2, 8 bars plus shield spell going to be no problem.
And that's going to be a push all the way up to attack 4.
Just a red jar hanging out under the table, nothing free today. With our runners starting with 4 different things and 8 containers. It's going to be...
to find the mirror.
A lot of small junk hanging out. Yeah, and that is an extra magic container, so could be useful.
I mean, most likely will be, because we haven't seen Thunder. We don't know how much it's going to cost. So, with those unknown variables in mind, you kind of want to at least prepare yourself a little early.
Yeah, if it's convenient, it's definitely worth a trip. You can potentially gamble on not picking that one up if you're like, well, I'll probably get a container later, maybe I won't need Thunder, maybe I'll get enough magic levels. Hard to say, for sure.
Yeah, because you can also just look at this and be like, it's Max Rando, I'm not going to need it. And then suddenly you need it, and you're just like, I screwed up.
Yeah, Max Rando, it's always the best because technically, nothing is 100% required. But anything can be required at any time.
Exactly.
Pick your spots to gamble and stay flexible. Keep remembering where stuff is. Man, there are a lot of 1-ups in the small drop pool. I've seen at least a couple for Tabby already.
Well, we already see an encounter with a red Dyra.
And here's
So
a
it's a
one-item
quick
P1 for Tabby.
I would take a 1-item P1 any day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, just get blasting. Tabby doesn't have jump, can't get that P bag. Or does Tabby have jump? I don't actually know. I'd be tempted to.
Ooh, nice delay from Tabby there.
I appreciate this version. This is a variation of the P4 room where you got some flying enemies to deal with, but some extra bricks to make those flying enemies not a complete troll.
All right, taking the drop. Unfortunately, going to have to burn the fairy cast here. Will have to take death in order to get through any other key locked areas.
Yeah, you can get trapped pretty easily with only one cast. And a magic level can be a good way to get out of that, but not going to be at this experience level. Well, Sigil has found Medicine Cave, so he's going to get his glove, probably do these palaces right after.
Let's hope so. Or Tabby's going to get bailed by this room that has a guaranteed magic refill.
Yeah, that is going to be true in P1.
And he's going to push for attack 5. I love this.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. I mean, if you grabbing these power leveling strategies, it lets you go fast. Going fast is good, but it can get you into trouble sometimes.
Yeah, you need to have execution in order to be able to make it through everything and be able to, well, 1, make it through everything, but 2, stay alive.
Yeah, and
there we go. That's where my train of thought was going.
With 5 lives per continue, your chances of like just not being able to clear a palace is a lot lower. Also, when you only have 3 containers, it's probably going to be quite a few levels before you can get 2 casts of Fairy at once.
Yeah, which is an unfortunate circumstance, but definitely not the end of the world.
Yeah, Sigil with his extra magic container might value magic levels a little bit more, but we'll see as he is going into P2.
And Tabby now having to head left here in this P1. Probably going to run into a down elevator here on the left, and then that's going to take him to the boss. Or runs into an unfortunate circumstance here.
Here we go. Tabby gonna try and jump over the door. I don't know if you can actually make this jump without jump.
You cannot. I have tried many a time.
Yeah, that was one of those things we were talking about this room, was just that, like, you can't really mess with it anyway. So if it jump works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Wow, magic refill there for Tabby. Very, very nice find. And this is going to be the elevator down into a horse.
Actually, we actually do have the ability now. At the time that room was made, one of the original restrictions of Zelda 2 is that key doors can only be on the ground. As Horse said, $20. I guess it doesn't matter. Tabby's far enough going to get this attack 5 anyway. Will Sigil get enough from Helmet Head here? I don't know.
Yes.
Looks like yes.
He's going to go ahead and take the life level.
I was hoping that P-Bag would be enough to give him attack and life, but didn't get there. He's gonna have to kill this blue iron knuckle first.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're going to see a blue iron knuckle kill here, and we're going to find out how much these guys give.
Yeah, what I was saying about that room, at the time that room was designed, we still had one of Zelda 2's vanilla restrictions that key doors can only be at ground level. They can't be higher up. That restriction has been bypassed. So you see some of the rooms that were designed after that do actually have key doors up in the air. So if we wanted to make it so you could get through there without the jumps, but we could actually probably move the door up and have like two blocks at ground level, and you could like jump up to put the key in. But not gonna mess with the room for now. Just think it's fun to some of the new options we have for rooms based on improvements that have been made as Sigil gets on the board, and Tabby gonna immediately do the thing Sigil did and check the rest of the overworld.
Yep, and Tabby's going to start taking magic levels now, which is very, very good. Will be extremely useful.
Yeah, at least the first, maybe the second magic level too, don't really hurt you much. You still probably can get enough experience to take a power level if you want anyway.
Yeah, like, it's up to Magic 3. After you start passing Magic 3, you go to 4 and beyond. That's where going after any sort of power leveling becomes almost impossible.
Yeah, X3-4 power leveling off of just attack was like a very historical, back in the day, used to be a very common leveling strategy for randomizer runners, and we've seen just as a result of the meta changing, the flags changing, and the players changing, we've seen some different strategies start to be more common now. But yeah, if you're at Magic 3 Life 4, then you need in the neighborhood of like 700 or 800 points, and you can usually get that in the palace.
Yeah, like in my case, as an example, it's X3-3, where usually X ends up being 5, and then I'll power level attack from there.
Oh, interesting. So Tabby went back to Death Mountain and didn't want to take a cave through. There's a sighting, you can see the raft tile from there, but no way to get to it without boots or digging through some more of that DM, and Tabby doesn't seem interested at the moment.
Can't really blame him, though. Alright, Sigil's found P1.
Yeah.
So with Sigil now being in P1, we're going to see everything get evened up. Right now, Tabby with attack 5, definitely going to have a bit of advantage when it comes to just raw damage output. But Sigil here, if he decides to go after the item, that's at least going to even up everything when it comes to palace exploration. It's now just going to be a matter of how long does it take Tabby to find that bridge to make it over to the east.
Yeah, Tabby is found now. The third palace gets the news it's just GP. Can't do that yet. Sigil taking an identical route to Tabby, so likely to find the item relatively soon.
Yeah, it's going to take no time.
And meanwhile, I believe Tabby is directly on that bridge to the east in maybe half a screen.
Tabby gets the good news of the 500-point reds.
Yeah, and gonna kill them.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, it's free XP.
It's almost like free real estate. Sigil gonna take a couple of damage boosts to make it through the blue iron knuckle, but gets a 1-up. And here we go. Tabby has found the east. And we'll opt to check up here, see what the P-bag is, and it's 1,000 points!
Oh, baby!
It's a 5-gemmer, J-Lo.
This has been just a very kind seed to our runners. We've seen some absolutely abysmal ones this week. This one, no issues at all.
No kidding there. With a quick palace here on the east as well, we very well may see Tabby just stick here to the east and go for it.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, when the seed gives you everything you need, you go. Especially since this is now confirmed to be P3. And there's the boss.
All right. Tabby doing my favorite fight. The downstabbless Rebo fight.
Yeah.
And knowing his execution, this is not going to be a problem.
Especially at life 6, 8 bars, and a shield spell.
A little bit of an unfortunate hit taken there while trying to land the final hit to knock Rebo off the horse, but
I've definitely seen these runners do some very low resource downstabbless Rebo can very tricky, especially on low life. Here, I suspect every run of the tournament will be able to make short work, and Tabby does make it very short work. Gonna get another life or attack level here? I'm actually not sure what this is.
I think this is attack 6. I might be mistaken.
It could be life 7, yeah, not really sure. And we're not gonna find out for a second.
It is life 7, but even still, that's big.
That's expensive attack 6.
I mean, attack 6 and 7 both get extremely expensive, and then attack 8 tends to be that power level point.
Man, this is a Chaos Wet Canyon, I think, east?
Yeah, this is a Chaos Wet Canyon East.
This is a huge mess for the runners to navigate.
Hey, I love it. You know my thoughts on Chaos biomes.
So, the Chaos biome, this is currently the maximum possible amount of chaos. I initially had it turned up higher, and it was breaking things.
Yeah, I could see having higher chaos just completely destroying everything.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even. I suspect it would be fun. The problem is that the ROM uses some run length compression to store the map, and the more chaos you get, the worse the compression performs. And if the map can't fit into the available size to put the overworld maps, then it just generates a new overworld.
That makes sense.
And once you hit too much chaos, it just spins in a circle forever, unable to generate an overworld that works.
Just a link doll for Tabby here in the Sunken Peabag Cave, which is a little unfortunate to see, but it is what it is, as they say.
Yeah, both runners on the east now. Tabby a P3 ahead, but not much of a P3.
Yeah, the P3 was a big old nothing burger.
I suspect we'll see Sigil complete all 3 of the squads of P3 in just a second here.
Oh boy, old Kasuto with upstab. What?
Free seed.
I mean, it's free until you have to go into P4 to get downstab. And P4 turns out to be on the maze and you haven't found boots, so you're just like, where the heck are my boots?
Yeah, we also still don't have Thunder or any idea where Thunder is.
It's gonna be on the maze.
Yeah, runners could have checked the old Kasuto hint there. I'm not surprised no one did. Have you seen anyone this tournament check the old Kasuto hints?
I have not.
I did in 2 different practice races.
I've checked them in practice runs.
Yeah, I'll especially go for it if I have dash, because it makes it a lot faster. But it sort of depends on, how badly do you need a hint. Right now, the runners probably have everything they need to beat the seed. Hard to say precisely.
I mean, in theory, yeah.
Thunder would be the last remaining really big win.
But hear me out here. What about a hammer?
That could be helpful. I mean, you know what actually really would be nice right now is some boots. We actually don't know if the rest of this this canyon is even traversable without them.
I mean, we did see a bridge going downwards at the start, so it's possible that it's traversable, but we'll have to see. And yes, Corona King, so far this seed really hasn't been too bad, as Tabby picks up another magic container, putting him at 5.
Oh no, Sigil, check your elevators!
That was the starting elevator.
It was, but don't you just go straight up to the boss?
He already did it.
Oh, he's going back in for an item.
Yeah, he's checking to see what the item is, because if the item here is boots, that's going to be big.
Clearing the boss was so fast I missed it. Stab, 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 you're done.
Pretty much. Tetris room!
Let's see if he wants to go for some block clips.
After watching Patrick do the block clip in this room, which, thank you for doing that, Patrick, I figured out they're not that difficult to do. They just look difficult.
Yeah, I appreciate that room. I also appreciate that we get to show off. That room's one of the few rooms showing off the new tech that is short rooms.
Yes!
Just half the size of a normal. Sometimes you don't need a whole room, right? Sometimes you just need half a room.
So... Did you notice that this P3 is a tower?
It definitely looks like it. It's one of those things where it's not like it's not always possible to like prove for sure that something's a tower, but this one's looking like it.
Oh, it looped back to that starting elevator, so now...
Yeah, well, like, technically speaking, like, that could still be reconstructed. That's gotten me before. But... I think at this point... Okay. Not the best thing. Boots or Thunder would be really good, but any key could be strong.
No kidding there.
Going to depend on how bad the remaining palaces are and whether that key room is in GP. Shoutouts to vanilla rooms with dumb palette settings.
I love the dumb palette settings, though.
I guess that room technically not a vanilla room, but based on a vanilla room, and it still has the same dumb palette settings. The enemies in that room are the wrong color for the same reason that like there's a couple rooms in vanilla where like the Iron Knuckles look the wrong color.
Oh, there's Dash. You know, you were talking about that just a second ago.
Okay. Dash is a big deal. I mean, we were mentioning, things that could be required. Dash almost never required, but boy, does it help.
It can cut a significant amount of time off of your palace exploration.
Cut a significant amount of time off of this town. Sigil, why are you not dashing? Maybe he can't afford it actually at Magic 3.
He can't because it costs 71.
Ooh, time to take some magic levels.
He's not going to go for the super jump, which I can appreciate. It's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, when you have fairy, the amount of time saved from doing the super jump is very little.
And Tabby, unfortunately, missing that jump, but is able to back it up with, well, jump.
Yeah, Sigil gets a P bag from the town and immediately spends it on Magic 4.
Well, Pseudo has the up stab for Sigil.
Based on Sigil not dashing right now, I have to assume the dash did not become castable.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, this might be full down stab required to progress in this P5. And if it is, then Tabby's going to have to hope that 4 is in the valley.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Nibiru with the life spell.
Okay, so the fountain has the junk item and a life spell on the wizard. Sigil either didn't get that hint or is forgotten.
I think he may have forgotten, but he's also running in 2 check hints. Here's Guma. All right. Tabby's in a good spot.
He has it marked. He has it marked that medicine's in the fountain. He has it marked that the item in veto is nothing. He's gonna grab it anyway. He's gonna try to grab it. Lucky that old lady didn't turn into a bat.
Oh gosh, if she had turned into an ache, then that would have been a problem.
Meanwhile, Guma gets absolutely evaporated.
Beautiful Guma fight from Tabby there.
And gonna pick up attack 6. Very nice.
And I know this is where Tabby is going to be more than comfortable with his attack level. We're going to see magic levels get pushed at this point, and we're definitely going to see a dive into VOD. See what that palace is.
Yeah, at this point, Tabby gonna be perfectly happy to just do whichever palace that is and say, forget it, even if it is 6, even if it's a long, not having to go find a maze is worth it.
Oh, he's going for it. Show it, Tabby. Nice!
Third try link feat, still faster than walking across the screen.
Very much so. Hey, there's Sigil using dash.
Okay, so it is castable at Magic 4, but don't have a ton of leeway. Only 1 cast per. Magic 5 is usually when it cheapens up quite a bit.
Yeah. Magic 5 is really what you want to shoot for whenever you do have dash, as that's where it'll go anywhere from 8 to 16 MP per cast.
See, I don't know if Tabby had that hint or not, but Tabby also gonna grab the medicine.
6 magic containers to enter Grandma's basement.
Yeah, that's not happening.
We'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, RG, with how that palace was laid out, I'm pretty sure that item was downstab blocked.
Tabby currently has 9 lives.
I would feel so bad taking an up and A, but at the same time, it's a race. You gotta.
Yeah, and Tabby has, you get 5 lives on an up A anyway. It's not the worst.
Also, Tabby just did my favorite version to actually get into there with Fairy, where you do a mid-air crouch stab and cast Fairy.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky, but it can be just fine. You have to wait like a couple of frames from the time you start holding down. I don't remember exactly how it works. It is possible to accidentally not be holding down enough when you turn into a fairy and you hit the thing and you're like, oh no, and then you have to go revisit the magic lady and you're like, this is awful, why did I do this?
You're literally just like, well, I tried. No, oh, I thought he had it.
Oh. 3rd try, 4th try. At a certain point, you just cast fairy and start fairy feeding.
It's Tabby. He knows he can get him.
Okay, he got that one. Second one.
Got that one.
Yep.
He got that one.
All right. All right. Just needed some warm up attempts.
Oh, 4 is on the maze, so if downstab happens to be required for GP, then this might get a little scary. Because... okay!
And once again, our free palaces continue to be free. If downstab is not required, this is just going to be an absolute jet seed.
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing here. What the heck is the 6?
Required downstab is still, it's exactly the same as our Palace 3.
Exactly!
Go up the elevator and kill the boss.
No, P6 absolutely does not exist, Fiery Blizzard.
Oh, wow. And he got 1,000 points, so he's going to be able to get a power level off of this, despite having nothing coming in.
I mean, this should, in theory, be enough to go after Magic 6. So that's going to cause a significant drop on the cost of spells for Tabby, which is going to be very nice going forward.
Yeah, I'd definitely take the couple magic levels.
And yes, it does allow for Magic 6. So
Yeah,
perfect.
667 seems great. Hit and save, going to GP. If downstab is required, that's a problem Tabby will deal with later.
Yeah, and Tabby is just blazing through this seed right now.
Yeah, the only advantage Sigil has at this point is that dash spell, which, you know, it's going to be nice, but Tabby's got at least a 3 or 4 minute lead coming into GP.
It's going to be much more than that.
It depends on how quickly Sigil gets to P6 after clearing this 5.
It also depends upon how long it takes Sigil to clear this 5.
I don't think it was too much longer from here.
Also, Dogdo, I did the hand motion when I said the levels.
Oh, that's right. Sigil also has any key that Tabby doesn't have.
Correct.
We could potentially get trolled by that. Though there are keys in at least one of the enemy pools, so...
Yeah, I know there are keys in the small drop pool. I haven't been paying close attention to the large drop pool. But we're going to call it 35-37 for the gate being up to GP for Tabby. Now it's a matter of, will there be any downstab blocks? Will there be a Thunderbird? Is this a tower GP at that? And will the legendary room appear?
I mean, if it is a tower, that room is slightly more likely to appear just because it's a horizontal pass-through, and tower does use quite a number of horizontal pass-throughs and T-junctions to make the whole thing work.
Yes, it does.
It's still a little bit early to say for sure.
So many questions for this GP, yet so few answers right out the gate.
Here's a inverse T-junction, so
yeah,
it's what you'd expect to see if this were a tower.
Oh, this waffle room is actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, it did have to get the ceiling on top used to be solid, but had to modify that because it was possible to get stuck in the ceiling.
I've actually gotten stuck in a few of the GP rooms as of late, in just the most ridiculous ways. Some accidental block clips may have been involved.
Yeah. Alright, so Sigil finally finding Guma.
Not having any magic available to be able to cast shield, but Sigil should be okay. I know how he tends to play.
Tabby making a wise decision in this version of the room with no generator. There's a 50-50 in the middle, but you gotta do what Tabby did. Break your way through the top, and then stab the 50-50 from the far side, so that if it does turn into a bird, you don't get bodied.
On top of that, you can walk far enough away to cause it to respawn the tile that you hit, and just get the jar that way.
Yeah, but Tabby's putting foot to metal and not interested in taking some time, although getting absolutely trolled by that bird.
Sometimes it happens, but he made it work just fine.
Alright, some free magic here if he wants it. Gonna take it.
Gonna allow for the fairy cast, and this one is the fairy required room, as there are the two variations of this one, which is this one requiring fairy, the other one, which has the blocks, does not require fairy.
Man, these right routes have been super long. If this is a tower, some left gambles would probably save quite a bit of time.
No kidding there.
Although I think this particular level you could only go right coming up the elevator, so it may not be accessible. Though you know the towers can have multiple possible ways and like loops and different routes you could take. They're not completely straightforward.
All right. Tabby goes right, hits dead end. Sigil takes a lava bath. It still has quite a few lives in reserve.
Yeah, I think we could definitively call this a tower now.
I was fairly certain it was a tower. Good fairy feet from Sigil over there as Tabby is in this interesting room. I still haven't figured out a name for this room.
Yeah, not all of the rooms have good names. Some of them just have some people named their rooms in the submission, some people did not. As Sigil has found P6 and found the boss of P6.
And just stopping for a moment. Probably sitting there looking at it like, what, huh? Are you serious? Alright. Shouldn't be too bad of a fight here for Sigil. Gonna take a little bit longer than Tabby's because 5 versus attack 6. But Tabby, finding another elevator up, hits this junction, which... I mean, going right isn't too terribly bad, and if this happens to be the top of the elevator, then... or the top of the tower, the question now becomes... do we have a T-Bird to deal with? Or...
We still haven't seen a T-Bird yet. It could have been hiding on a lower level. We haven't 100% checked everything, but... if we do get a T-Bird, it's going to be a big time loss for Tabby.
Magic 7 before Life 7.
He wants dash. He probably figures he's behind. He's like,
and it's Darklink!
Yeah, well, that's not a Thunderbird. I fully support the Magic 7 before Life 7 when you have dash, but...
that wasn't even why I was surprised about Magic 7 before Life 7. Magic 7 was 2,900. Wow,
that's just cheap. Unfortunately for Sigil, it's not going to matter because this GP did not have any kind of dangerous blocks. It was, in fact, as free as the rest of the seed, as Tabby has finished in first place, the time of 41:34.
Yeah, that is GG's to Tabby. And well played, putting him at 2-2.
Yeah, this was a matchup of this was the pair up, pair down 2-1 versus 1-2. So both of these runners going to be 2-2 now coming out of the Swiss. Yeah, look at those palace times. P6, 1 minute 24 seconds. P3, 1 minute 12 seconds.
I mean, GP, unsurprisingly, the longest. And P5 actually being just as, or just about as long as P1 is wild.
Yeah, I mean, this could have been potentially even faster, but a 41:34 5-drummer is still very, very impressive.
No kidding there. I mean, you see a 5-gemmer that's anything like that, and even to take a race from last year, a 6-gemmer that's around that same time. People are just flying.
Right, and Sigil is going to finish this one up, and we'll have Tabby in to chat in just a bit. Sigil should have a faster time, although he did go right here at the start instead of up the elevator, not thinking it's a tower, not wanting to do the waffle room. In one of these levels, there's going to be a Thunderbird somewhere. He does appear. Okay, so there was a alternate route here for Sigil.
Always interesting to see alternate routes.
Yeah, it's The tower works the way it works, but there could be multiple elevator routes. There could be dead ends, switchbacks. Not
All sorts of
always
stuff.
completely straightforward, as Sigil finds this alternate route.
But we are joined by our winner tonight, Tabby. GG's, my friend. And well played. Nice 41.
Thank you.
Also, nice triple link feat after warming up the first few attempts.
Yeah.
Dude, that was amazing.
It's streaky for me. It's like I can hit. Sometimes it takes me like 15 tries, and then I can hit like 10 in a row. So it's very streaky.
I know that feeling.
You need. It's like the right amount that you hit left and let go. It's just kind of a feel, right? And just sometimes you get in that groove of like hitting left just enough and then letting go, and you just need to let go and have him line up like at the edge of your screen perfectly. And
once you're in that groove, that's
once you're in that groove, I could do like 10 in a row. Just
knock him out.
Yep.
Bang. Done.
Yeah, when I'm going down, when I'm looking for VOD there. If I found the maze, I would have done that first, because I'm like, if VOD is like, if all the things are right to left, I can't do it. So, I would have had to like try to encounter skip or something with like no candle and no cross. And
yeah, that would have.
I didn't know, like, I don't think I had any magic that would have helped me either. So.
Well, you had fairy, so you could have.
Oh, right. I did have fairy. That's right. I forgot.
I was about to say, but it's easy to forget, especially when you're like, oh.
Yeah, I now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I just fairy feeded that, but
ultimately you didn't need to.
Gotta. Sometimes you just gotta have some fun too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
What's the point in playing if we're not gonna have fun?
Yeah. Yeah, so, this felt like super quick. I was like doing palaces I was in a palace within like 4 minutes or whatever. How did my route end up, like, where's Sigil right now?
So Sigil's in GP as well, and Sigil was entering GP just as you finished. The biggest difference in this case was Sigil went back into P3 to dig out the item in there, which happened to be the magic key. Where you just kept going. You just put your foot down on the gas and said, we're not letting up.
Yeah, that, I had the glove. Whatever, if I need thunder, figure it out later. And then later I even got a thunder hint, so if I needed to look for it. I don't know where the maze was. It was probably off that raft tile I saw, which I would have no idea how to get to, because it was kind of in that water.
Yeah, it had to be off the raft tile or one of the...
I think there was
the remaining cave connector, which probably was in DM.
Yeah. So... But I didn't even explore all the west, so I guess theoretically it could have been off the west. But, yeah, probably off DM, and probably off that raft tile. So I was like, I assume I have to traverse DM to get to that raft tile, so I don't really want to do that. Because I was kind of still looking for the boots, just in case they were, like, free or something, but...
Yeah.
There. And then also know that if downstab was there too, if I needed that. Because I knew downstab was in 4, and since 4 wasn't in VOD.
Yeah, it had to be on the maze, and that now makes me wonder if the boots may have also been in 4, because it could have been a 2-item 4, or if the boots were on the maze. Were they in DM?
Or they could have been in the maze. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff not checked, so...
Yeah. Like, there's so much that we could theorize on where they ended up landing that it just becomes a lot.
Yep. Yeah, there could be an easy way to get the boot to get to the maze with the boots, but the boots could be on the maze, and the hard way to get to the maze could be the only way to get to the maze, and then get the boots out there. Like, whether it's in the dungeon in the maze or on the maze itself. Like, we knew Thunder was on the maze, but then the other item was unaccounted for.
Yeah, exactly. Sigil making some very good use of dash here.
Yeah,
Yes, that was on the east, right? Where was that, on the desert tile?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was checking, but I never found it. So.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Yep.
Yeah, in an alternate world, this. I mean, it's a 9 magic dash here, a magic 7. It could have been a big difference, but basically, right as Sigil was about to get into GP, you found Dark Link, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, the tower GPs are just kind of, keep going up.
They could be a little bunky. Sigil found a different up elevator at the beginning, and
Like to the
got
left.
on a side track that led to Thunderbird.
Yes. Yeah, I always wonder, like, is there specific logic for Thunderbird in these towers?
The only restriction is that you can't enter Thunderbird's room from the right.
Right. So,
but other than that, yeah, his room could be anywhere.
Right, but then, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit more likely to be in towers than other styles, just because like there could be some weird stuff with drops, and there's some possibilities that can come up. But Sigil stabbing away at Dark Link and gets the clear. We got an official time, 50 minutes 33 seconds. Get your GGs in chat for Sigil.
Indeed. And I mean, Sigil, coming off of upstarts from last year as the champion, going 2-2 here in Max Rando, making a good showing so far. And I mean, Tabby, you and I have raced numerous times. We're very equal in execution. Him finishing 9 minutes behind you, being still fairly green to the rando, not a small feat.
Yeah, like, I thought I played this one pretty well, like, just in terms of, like, happened to run in the right direction. Like, the glove was right there in the west, but you could easily go up and to the right and circle all the way around, and then takes you 15 minutes on the west just to get to the cave that's right near the start if you just happen to go. So I kind of got, I got lucky that I kind of went in a good direction just from the start and got the glove early and could just really attack palaces.
I mean, isn't the saying better lucky than good?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, obviously, with these, and especially with these Max Rando that were like, being fortunate in your ordering is probably even more important than like in a standard seed, let's say.
Oh yeah,
because in a standard seed, you're gonna hit everything everywhere.
And as I like to say with Max Rando, luck and skill go hand in hand in this. But we are joined by Sigil here. GG, Sigil.
Thank you. GG's, Tabby.
Yeah, GG, Sigil.
So, if I'm remembering the standings correctly, there are 3 of us here in the booth that are 2-2.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a chance that one of us 3 may be facing off in the first round of Swiss.
It's a pretty high chance.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to be in that 8-9 seeding range, I would assume, with a middle record. So, yeah, definitely a good chance for that.
Indeed. All right. Sigil.
Yeah.
You're still fairly new to the rando. You won upstarts this past year at this point. And you're 2-2 in Max Rando, which is no small feat. You come up against Tabby for this match. I know you've watched Tabby play many times in the past. How were you feeling before this match, and how are you feeling with your record solidified for Swiss?
I'm happy with my record, and I'm glad I got to face Tabby. I was looking forward to it. Even though the wheel denied us the Gob Sigil match.
Yeah, I'm the one that got the gob match, and let me tell you, if you want to watch a good match, that was a very good one.
Yeah.
For many, many different reasons.
Yeah. No, but Tabby's a great runner.
Tabby is a
Thank you.
man that you can learn so much from.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, I know Tabby is your vanilla experience, but at the same time, even just watching you, there's so much that can be learned.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, obviously kind of specific mechanics from vanilla I can do, but I feel like Z1R prepared me for this even just as much as vanilla Z2. Just having that randomizer mindset, helps in this, I'd say, even more than like specific execution of combat tricks.
I would absolutely agree with that statement.
I still need to get better at the combat tricks.
The combat tricks are really the toughest thing to learn in this game.
Yeah.
Double stabs. If you get nervous when you're doing double stabs on any of the, gets in your head so fast.
Yeah.
But even still, your execution was solid as could be.
Yeah.
There really weren't any major mistakes. It really just came down to the difference in routing between you two and just some slight tricks that Tabby knows that are a little bit harder to do.
Yeah, one day I'll learn them. One day.
Hey, just take your time with them.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
But I can't think of any other questions to throw out there. Elendar, you got any?
Nope, that's all I've got. Good luck to both of you coming up in the brackets here.
Thank you. And good luck to you also.
Yeah, good luck to everyone.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how brackets shake out. I'm unsure how many more races we have for the Swiss stage.
I think there's 2 more on the schedule right now. I don't know if there's anyone else that needs to be scheduled, but
is it Angel Nimbus Patrick and then Level Engine Chadbert?
yes.
Yep. Saturday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern for Patrick and Angel Nimbus, and then Sunday at noon Eastern for Chadbert and Level Engine.
Those are going to be 2 amazing races. But VT, before we throw it back to you to take us on home, gonna go ahead and go for final thoughts. So Tabby, with you finishing first in this one, any final thoughts from you, my friend?
Just GG's again in Sigil.
Yeah.
Always fun to race you, whether it's one-on-one or
and
the
pickup
nightly
races.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Sonny and Elendar for comms, VT Slacker, and ZSR for having us on. And good luck, everyone, in the brackets. And I hope we maybe get a fun matchup between someone here. So that'd be fun too.
Yeah. Yes. And thank you guys for the restream, comms, tracking, and ZeldaSpeedRuns for hosting it. And like Tabby said, it's always a pleasure racing him. And hopefully we can meet deeper into the bracket.
Oh, now that would be a treat to see. Elendar, you got any final thoughts?
I do not. Take it away.
All right, VT, it's all yours then, my friend.
All right, but definitely want to give a big thank you. Give them a follow if you can to both Sigil and Tabby Orange. Also, definitely want to thank our commentators, Elendar and Sonny Ref, for jumping in at the last minute. And also our tracker behind the scenes, RJ365. Definitely want to give them a shout out. And also want to say thank you for everybody who hung around at the beginning. I apologize for our technical issues starting off, but definitely was able to get a great race on tap. Other than that, like I said, we got the 2 races coming up this weekend, plus other races from other Zelda communities, so definitely pay attention to those. I'm going to send you over to friend of Z2R, Irene Punmaster. She's running another Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX seed, so have fun watching that. And thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.